Hi, my name is Jake and I'm a stock photographer and videographer, and I just wanted to share with you some of my thoughts on the Fuji X-T3. Keep in mind that I am using it only for video, so this is going to be my thoughts on the Fuji for video, because I haven't done any photos except for some time lapses. So is it any good? Yes, but that's probably what you've heard by now. It's been deemed the best camera of the year with the APS-C sensor, I believe, from the preview, from some camera website. There's a lot of reviews out there, so I don't want to bore you with that and all the details. So I just wanted to share my thoughts and why I think it's a great camera and some flaws with it that I wanted to point out that you're gonna want to know. Okay, so let's get started. The good stuff first. The ergonomics, the design. Very good. The buttons, very nice, especially in video modes. Dual card slots. The menus are good, they're intuitive, but you have to get used to them. The video quality on this guy is super good with the 400 megabit per second codec, which is 10-bit. The color grading is just super nice, and skin colors look good. For the 4K 60 though, I would recommend the external recorder, because this would only shoot 200 megabits per second, which the quality is not going to be super good. I'll show you the examples. The colors are the best part about the Fuji, I would say. I think every Fuji user loves to brag about how good the colors are, and I would agree, because the skin colors are very, very nice, and what it offers me is to just use F-Log and then just put the eternal loot on, and it would just look natural, very nice, and that's super good for stock photography. High ISO performance is really nice. I've shot at 3200 ISO and the shots still look clean. Well, you decide. The autofocus and face detection works really well, but it does lose its focus if it loses the side of the face, so I just use the manual focus. Fuji face tracking test! Ooh. As you can see, the Fuji works really well. Currently I am using the 18-55mm kit lens, which is a decent lens, but if you want that bokeh, you're gonna want to get something else. I did order the Finger Pro adapter, and I'm gonna be testing it with the Sigma 18-35mm soon, so keep an eye out on that. So now to the bad stuff. The first thing I have a problem with is definitely that there is no way to switch quickly between the modes, between the slow motion and the real-time modes, because sometimes you just want to get a shot that's in slow motion, but you're in the middle of action and you can just go into the menu, and do everything. Really? So there is no fast switching between real-time and slow motion footage, so you can't just quickly turn a knob like you can on the Sonys and just have it in slow motion. The second flaw, and I think this has been a huge flaw for me, is that when I'm using it with the Atomos, it would just freeze. I have no idea why. It could be just my unit. I haven't seen any other people post this, but I've been using it with the last firmware and also with the newest one, and it's still just the same. So when I would, turn the Atomos on, it would just freeze, and it won't even turn off, so you have to put the battery out, put the battery back in, and then it works. This wouldn't be a big problem for me if it wasn't for flaw number 3, which is this thing. I've been using the Fuji primarily with the Ronin M, and the problem with the Ronin M is that this plate covers the battery hole. So if you want to put the battery out of this, you have to first unscrew this screw, take the plate away, and then you can do this, which is a big problem if you're on a Ronin, because you have to take the camera off and then take the plate off and then take the battery out, put the battery back in, put the plate back on, put it on the Ronin, rebalance the Ronin, and then you can shoot. And this is one thing I hate about Fuji. Don't get me wrong, Fuji is a great camera, I love it, but right now I have a little love and hate relationship with it, because it's so good, but I hate it. So thank you guys for watching. This was my first video. Hope you found something useful, and I'll try and do more of this.